Welcome back to my PCOS VSG journey. So it's been a while since my last update. I am weighing in at 172.8, which means I hit a new low. So that's awesome. I'm gonna keep going. Overall goal is to now reach the 160s and reassess and see how that feels. I had a appointment with a endocrinologist this past week, and it went really well. We discussed like weight loss goals and everything, and though medically my height, I would still look to get to like, I guess maybe like the I think she said something like the 140s, which is like a crazy number to me. I don't know. I just don't see that happening like with having lipedema and whatnot. But I'll just continue to push and see like how I feel at these different stages. But this is like a really monumental goal moment to be as low as I am. This is the lowest number I have been in my whole weight loss journey. So pretty cool. It feels great. I want to continue. So I'm currently on Zepbound 5 milligram, and then the maintenance dose will be the 2.5. Once I reach my goal weight, I discussed with my primary physician that I'll just continue low dosing. There's just too many benefits, especially with the lipedema, that I want to continue with that. So overall, things are going really well. The biggest focus has been what it's always been: protein, hydration. So this week's meal prep was very simple, and I'll go ahead and paste it in here to show you what it looked like. But it's basically like a Greek turkey burger, which was like egg, a pack of ground turkey, the usual spices like oregano, Italian mixed seasoning, feta, red onion, and some fresh dill. And it was so good. And I made a side of homemade tzatziki, and I did that with a Greek yogurt and fresh dill, lemon juice, and some seasoning, and of course, star of the show, cucumber. So it was awesome meal prep. I loved it. And then I paired it with certain sides. Like sometimes I'll do like pickled vegetables of some kind, whether it's regular pickles, some olives. And then I went out and bought pickled beets because I figured that would be a good thing for me to have, because surprise, surprise, I am still technically low iron. So I thought it was high iron, but I had a follow-up appointment for that, and they did an assessment, and the doctor told me, no, in fact, I am technically still low iron. I just had one level that was elevated, but the rest of it still means I am battling low iron. So I have to go back on my supplements for that on occasion, so working through it. But so far, everything's been going really well. I just need to stay on top of those two things: the protein, the hydration, the biggest things. Hydration being like one of the easiest things I can accomplish, yet always seems to be the hardest. So I'm working on being mindful, making my drinks throughout the day, so I always have something available that I want to drink. Also, I tried these Groon's supplements. This I've been seeing for a while, but I just recently picked up these no sugar, sweet and juicy mango flavor. So it says it supports gut health, energy, immunity, recovery, beauty, cognition, 60 plus ingredients. I really love these. I think they have made a difference. So I'm going to continue taking these, and plus it's a nice way of getting the vitamins in, so I don't mind it. I have a Dalmatian who wants to interrupt this video to tell me something very important. He wants to come over here and slobber and stuff, and I'm not with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and have them while I'm out here talking to y'all. But overall, progress has been really good. and I'm gonna continue what I'm doing and not changing much. And my phone overheated, but anyways, overall, my appointment with the endocrinologist, we discussed, like, she brought up metformin, and I have been down that road before and hopefully don't have to go down that road again, but we're gonna do some tests and see how things are looking on the PCOS front, like the hormone levels. So I am interested to learn more about that and to see where my levels are. And this appointment was really cool because it was my first time seeing a new endocrinologist. The one that I had before, I had been seeing her since I was 17. So this is new territory. And I felt like the other one, my appointments were like always 2 seconds, and she would rush me through and wouldn't even like discuss why we're doing certain treatments that we're doing. And this one was amazing. Like, she took her time to explain everything to me and made sure I didn't have any follow-up questions, which was really nice. So I'm looking forward to learning more because I always feel like I was dealing with the band-aids for the PCOS and not really getting enough attention really at my appointments. Like, I was just so rushed through it all, and she just kept me on the same, spiralactone and birth control and all of that. So it was refreshing I feel like I'm having a new start with it, which is great. So we'll see what happens there. But overall, I'm gonna just keep pushing with what I'm doing. Before I got cut off, I was saying that I had signed up for a pickleball, and I'm doing that on Sundays. In terms of like other exercise, I could be better about going on like more daily walks. I recently learned that for lipedema, you should be doing like frequent walks. You shouldn't be doing like these long walks. And a lot of times I had a habit of doing that, where I would do like a few miles and do longer than like 20 minutes. And they were saying like you should be doing no more than like 20 minutes in a walk. So that's kind of interesting, and I think I can definitely fit in shorter walks. I have a habit of making them really long, so that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment, but that's really like the main exercise that I want to keep up with. And oh, the rebounder, I do still use the rebounder on occasion. I could be better about putting that back in like a daily practice. When I was doing my 30-day challenge, it was really nice to be in the habit, but recently I have not been doing it daily, so I need to bring that back. I really do feel like that helps your whole day. Like, I really feel like it helps the sleep. I don't know, I feel like I sleep better on the days when I do it. So looking forward to continue with that. And it's so simple, so easy. I'll get it in today, minimum of like 10 minutes. I continue to use my vibration plate, and that's like 10-minute sessions. And I also continue to I use more now, my air compression boots. And I'll insert a little clip here so you can see what I'm talking about. These boots have become like, I use them daily, and they offer so much relief for my lipedema condition overall and just swelling. It makes a huge difference. So that's really what I've been up to. I'm gonna continue with what I have going on, and just need to stay on top of this meal prep and make sure that I am getting all this protein in that I'm supposed to be getting in. So that will be the biggest thing. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well, and I will keep you all updated. I am so close to the 160s, and that will be, a really crazy milestone to hit. I don't think it will be like emotional or anything, but that is literally a number I have never seen. I don't remember seeing that. I don't know. The last time I was in the 160s must have been elementary school. Maybe that's what I weighed in like 6th grade. I don't really know because I wasn't weighing myself at that time. Maybe I have a medical chart that I can look at it and see. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I think I do have my medical chart from like when I was young. So I'm gonna look at that and see what I was weighing around that age. But I have a feeling that that's probably the time period that I weighed about that much. So that's crazy. That's really crazy. But I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for all the support on my page here. A lot of y'all tap in and check in with me, and you tell me that you've been here from like the very beginning, and that is so like heartwarming. Like I really love that. And I really thank you for your support. Thank you for everyone who puts a thumbs up on my videos and shares my videos. I still want to, get the word out and help somebody to follow this journey if they feel like we have some similarities. I just feel like it's really helpful. So, and if you're thinking about the GLP-1, I put my ego aside and finally did it. And honestly, like the benefits outweigh the possible shame that I may feel with that, honestly. And whose business is it really at the end of the day? My biggest thing is just being authentic about it and not being out here being like, oh, I'm experiencing all this weight loss, and then tell y'all that all I'm doing is drinking more water and just eating better. Like, no, which people do. And so that really agitates me. But I think that's what it was, is also feeling like I'm not being true to myself jumping on a GLP-1. But honestly, the benefits are so amazing, especially if you have lipedema. PCOS, all of these things. So do not feel ashamed of looking into another tool. Like, yes, I'm stacking tools. So what? So what? At least I'm being real about it, and I'm telling you that that's what's going on, and it works for me. So that's great, and I'm gonna keep it going. But thank you all for your support. It's really appreciated, and if you're on your journey, I'm rooting for you, and I hope that me documenting mine is helpful to you in some way. So anywho, I'm gonna jump off here. It's really hot outside. My phone already overheated once, so I will update you all on the next one, and hopefully I'm coming back to tell you that I hit a new milestone of 100, the 160s, the 160s. Never been there before, so I'll see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye.